Never, and I mean never, trust a man that does this. If he does this, you gotta get out of there. I don't care if you want to marry him. I don't care if you already picked out your wedding dress and did the bachelorette party in Los Cabos. You gotta run if he does this one thing. If you tell him something in confidence and you tell him something in private that you are insecure about and you piss him off and he throws it in your face, you gotta get out of there faster than he can say the next thing, because he's gonna do it again. Because him doing that is an indication that he can't manage his emotions. And when he gets frustrated, he wants to intentionally put you down, and it's not gonna stop. Ask yourself, is this really somebody that I wanna build with? That, my friend, is not love, it's manipulation. If you're in a relationship and your man is doing this, you gotta get out of there. It's not worth it. But if you just started a relationship and you wanna test if he's the kind of guy that does this, give him a fake insecurity and see if he throws it in your face when he gets mad.
Never trust a guy that does this. I don't care how great your chemistry is. I don't care if he tells you that you are the one. I don't care if he says you're different. The moment he does this, it's over. The moment he disrespects you. But I'm not talking about obvious disrespect. That everybody can see. I'm talking about something a lot deeper. See, disrespect has two sides. There's the obvious, loud side, the one that everybody sees, the lying, the cheating, the over-the-top behavior that people label as toxic. And then there's the side that nobody talks about, the quiet disrespect. You know what I'm talking about. The little jokes about your insecurities, the subtle talking over you, the little comments he makes that make you feel small but you don't know why, the way he embarrasses you just enough for it to pass as humor. And then when you bring it up, he calls you crazy. He says you're overreacting. And then you second guess yourself. You think maybe I am overreacting, and you gaslight yourself, and that's when you fall for the trap. It's like little drops of poison. It doesn't get you right away, but it slowly rots you from the inside, and you don't even notice it. And most women don't even notice this because they're looking for the big obvious red flags. But this is something you never see coming until it's way too late. And when you finally notice it, your self-worth and your relationship are completely destroyed. So how do you notice this from the beginning before it's too late? I'll tell you how. Because for the past 2 years, I've been studying the top 20 studies on the male brain, and I made an entire book about it. In this book, I show you the difference between the man who's lying to you and is going to waste your time and disrespect you in the future, and the man who actually wants to build a real relationship with you. And when you find the guy that actually cares about you, in the book, I show you how to make him commit to you, how to make him obsessed with you, not by playing games, because I'm fucking tired of games, but by showing you a technique that a woman once used on me that made me absolutely head over heels for her, and all I wanted was to commit to her even though I didn't want a relationship at the time.
A man who can downplay, dog out, or gossip about his partner to another woman is the worst kind of man out there. Women-centered men exist just like male-centered women do. If a man can sit in another woman's face and talk about his lady, spread her personal business, then he's her biggest op. That kind of behavior is an underrated form of betrayal. Because a man with no loyalty to his partner has no real loyalty at all. Because if he could betray the woman who has been loyal to him, he could betray anyone. The craziest part is, men like that thinks trashing their woman will make other women like them. When in reality, it just exposes how insecure, dusty, and pathetic they truly are. And a real man will always protect his partner's name, no matter what.
Women, never trust a guy, and I mean don't ever trust a guy who does this. If he does this, do not stay, do not collect $200, do not pass go. It's time to move immediately now. Never trust a guy who acts single around certain people, that'll act single on social media, but when he's around you, he's all lovey-dovey. Oh, we're in a relationship. But when it's him alone, he's acting single. These types of guys will be acting a fool on Instagram, liking these pictures of these girls, commenting on these pictures with these girls that they're not even in a relationship with, nor can even get. And if he's doing this, it's really time for you to walk away because, you know, now on Instagram, you can see when people like certain things, you know, all that stuff. So if he's liking these provocative things on Instagram of other women, other girls, whatever, like, people can see that. And all that is disrespect to you because he's saying, hey, I like what I see. I know we're in a relationship, but I'm still gonna like this publicly. And I'm telling you, the longer you saying something like this, the worse it gets. It doesn't get better. Also, if a guy's trying to gaslight you in text messages and say stupid shit to you in text messages, I have 50 rebuttals. If he says this, you say this, it's above.
Welcome to the channel. Today we are going to talk about the kinds of men that you should highly run away from. If your man does the things that we're going to talk about, please run away. End that relationship as soon as possible. By the way, you can also drop your comment in the comment section such that we'll be engaged in the conversation.
Never trust a man that does this one thing. Ladies, I'm talking to you. This is coming from a man's perspective, so I think I know what I'm talking about. And I gotta let y'all know I'm your big brother Russ. Let me preface this, what I'm about to tell y'all, by saying this, okay? Men automatically, just how we're programmed, we like to solve problems. We're not emotional, we're problem solvers. We think logical, we think, how do we solve this to move forward? So listen, never, and I mean never, trust a man that completely avoids conflict with you, like doesn't care at all. Never be the woman that's carrying the relationship while the man is just super nonchalant, just doesn't care. Could care less if you're there, could care less if you're not there. If you guys are going through something, they just don't care. Like I said, men naturally want to solve issues in their life. They want to fix. If they're in a relationship and they don't want to fix, I think it means it's because they don't care. Now, if you're interested in one-on-one coaching, a membership, a private community, check out my bio. I love y'all.
Never trust a guy that does this, and I need you to watch carefully because it looks like nothing at first. Never trust a man who only shows up fully when he's comfortable, when everything is going well, when you're not asking for anything difficult, when there's no pressure on him at all. He's present, warm, attentive, giving you all the attention. He feels like exactly what you wanted. Something shifts. Maybe you need something emotionally. Maybe there is a conflict. Maybe life gets hard for you specifically. And he becomes distant, cold, suddenly very busy, not physically gone, just emotionally unavailable in the exact moment you needed him to actually show up for you. That is not a great guy having a bad week. That is a man whose presence was always conditional on his own comfort level. He was never actually there. He was there for himself in a context that included you. And the pattern, if you don't catch it in the first 90 days, will make you feel like you are losing your mind. Because on the good days, he's incredible, he's amazing, he's the best thing that ever walked on earth. So you'll keep asking yourself, what did you do wrong? Why did he pull away? What's the issue? Well, when the real answer is that he was never built for the moments that actually matters to you and the relationship. So real trust is not how a man acts when it costs him nothing. It is how he behaves the first time showing up is genuinely inconvenient for him. Watch what happens the first time things get hard. This is the only audition that truly counts.
If a man wants to lock things down before he's truly gotten to know you, that's a red flag, and avoid that type of person. I know a lot of women that think it's a green flag when someone is obsessed with them right off the bat. But when they're doing that, when they're like, oh my God, I love you, I want to be with you, like I see this going long term, or let's make it official, before they really gotten to know you, then they are making a decision based off what they see, which means it's based in lust, not alignment. And a man that chooses out of lust is an emotional man. He makes decisions from an emotional place on what feels right. But a masculine man, someone that thinks logistically, he's asking himself, okay, she may be beautiful, but do our values align? Do our lifestyles align? Like, what kind of lifestyle does this person live? Are we compatible? Do we want the same things in life? Because that is an intentional man. And when he makes a decision and he's gotten to that decision logically, consciously, and slowly, then he's more likely to commit and be loyal than someone who's just making emotional decisions. Because if they're lustful when they met you and their decision was based on that, they're going to be that way in the relationship, because lust is rooted in deeper rooted motivations and issues. Okay, it's relief. It's the inability to sit with discomfort, or they're looking for an escape, a distraction. They're trying to avoid certain aspects of themselves. So grow. They're not just going to meet a woman and then say, you know what, I'm going to get my shit straight for this woman. It's not how it works. These are deep-rooted patterns. You can't just expect them to go away magically overnight. So if they did it with you, they're going to be doing it with other women, because men who do that are men that outsource their power. It's not even real power, but they outsource their confidence. They are trying to take it out from someone. Oh, because I slept with this person, look at how beautiful she is. That must mean I'm worthy. That must mean I'm a catch because of who I'm able to catch. And women do this too, okay? It's not always with looks, but sometimes it's with status. Oh, I slept with this doctor, I'm so great. That is a person that lacks confidence because they need to take it from other people. They don't just have it themselves. A truly intentional and confident person is not going to choose someone based off these external things. Because if someone who really is empowered, they don't need to make decisions from that place. They don't need anything from anybody else. They're making decisions purely based on what aligns with me. And it may not be the shiniest object, but it is going to be real. But a lot of times, women who are seeking reassurance really early on because of their insecurities are going to overlook a lot of these red flags. And those are your red flags. That's why we tend to attract certain partners. We're oblivious to our own wounds that are magnetizing these wounded people to us. And that's what you guys need to focus your attention on is, wait, what is attracting these certain people to me? What do I need to work on so that I can start magnetizing a different type of person? Whether man or woman.
Never, and I mean never, trust a guy who does this. Because if he does this, I don't care if you want to marry him. I don't care if you're in love with him. I don't care if you're picking out the wedding cake and you already went to Los Cabos for your bachelorette party. You gotta walk away after this, okay? You never trust a guy who, when he gets mad at you, decides to attack something personal you told him. Something you were vulnerable about. Whether it's an insecurity, a private moment, that's a major red flag. Okay, so I don't care if he says, I was just upset. No. That's childish, that's immature. And if he's using your insecurities against you the second he gets mad, you gotta run. That's not love, that's manipulation. That's playing games. If he can't handle his emotions without throwing your private stuff back at your face, you know what that means? He's going to keep doing it. So you can never trust a man who's going to attack your vulnerabilities when he gets mad.
Never trust a guy that raises his hand at you. A guy who hits you, for example, if he is angry, or if he has been let down by some kind of a situation, or if you've done a mistake, and the guy raises his hand at you, my dear sister, run away from that guy. End that relationship as soon as possible, because that man will never change. He will always find a reason to hit you. And then another thing is, a guy, never get involved with a guy who has very many baby mamas. Even if it is one, not very many, even if it is one baby mama or two, and they are still in touch, they're still in contact, please, my dear, end that relationship. Never trust that guy. He will always get a reason to always go back to the baby mama, and you will be there. You will soon hear the guy, they have another baby. Thank you for tuning in. You can please subscribe to the channel and watch more videos.